always kind of been plan A. I never thought about anything else in my life other than being a creative person. Since kind of probably being in my mother's belly, I was dancing and singing in there. So I think the plan A story came from my last year at school, where I began music, and I was skipping maths and science and English, never going to school. And when I got called to the principal's office, I thought I'd get the cut. And anyway, they said, you need to go to these classes. I said, no, I don't, because it's not going to help me. I said, you have to do it just in case you need your backup plan. I said, well, I don't need my backup plan, because I'm going to do my plan A. So actually after that, they saw the drive and the passion inside of me, and they actually sent me to New York for a school exchange. And that's kind of the first stage where I thought, actually, if you just show everybody what you want to get, or you keep going for it, sometimes it might finally happen. So anyway, we have the school choir in the album, and the principal actually came to Berlin to the studios, and so it's a thank you to him, the title, and also a fuck you to some other teachers.
Oh, yeah.
Said I wouldn't happen. So I think I've always had that kind of drive. I think there's just it's all I was going to do, all I was going to breathe. Whether it was, I was doing acting and dancing at the same time, and photography. It didn't matter to me. I just needed to make things, and needed to create. I needed to be in the center of attention. I loved that. I was, always putting on costumes as a kid and doing performances in front of my mother. And I'm so happy she's not sick of me still. So
still.
Thank you, Mama. It was big battles. The biggest battle was my father, and in New Zealand it's a very macho country, and so me and my brother, we brought up playing rugby at the same time, which is kind of a good thing because we didn't get bullied for being dancers and whatever. So, but it took a long time for my father. That was an uphill battle. I knew he always loved us, although sometimes you wouldn't know, but. It was kind of a Billy Elliot story. If you know, there's a film called Billy Elliot, and they're in the north of England, and he wants to be a ballet dancer. And the father in that film reminds me a lot of mine. But last year he finally said, "What time's work?" And this is the biggest thing for me. But Mum was always there. Mum just had listened to it today, so she gave me a text, which is awesome. There's a few songs in there that are actually quite, I never talked to her about my problems with some family things, and I was a bit nervous to put some stuff on the album because she'll hear it. And my father, I don't know if he's going to hear it soon or later, but the song Heart of Gold, which is about me and him, I don't know what he'll say to that, maybe nothing. Maybe when he's about to die, he'll say something. So something represents me and kind of my journey to where I've come from to where this point is now. Like I would call this quite like an introduction, kind of whole complete piece of art. So there's so many different colours in the album. It's very diverse. It's not super directed into one path. And I think that's how it was for me for my journey since coming to Berlin to give music a 24/7 shot. It's been trying to write with different people, gather different sounds, explore where I could go, and I think that's what this album just shows. I guess from a melancholic songwriting point of view, it came from an artist called Damien Rice, who's this depressive wine drinker, Irishman, and I think that kind of always that underlining kind of sad lyrics is always there. I think with singers, I've always been inspired by fierce female artists. Like Amy Winehouse, like Duffy, like Adele. I absolutely love fierce female artists, and I think just the way they sing and how they pour their emotion with those notes, that's where kind of my style grew, because I can sing low, but it just doesn't bring out the emotion that I want to get out. I think back into it, the reason why we brought it out as the first song is because at least it's the backbone of the whole album. So it kind of incorporates the whole story of Plan A, to not give up on your dreams, to just keep pushing. So I think it's the spine of the album, and I was happy to release that for the first song. I think it's healthy for me to be able to keep these on the side to do. If there is an opportunity to do musical theatre or a music video for a friend, I would totally go for it, but at the moment, it's full on first album. Thank you.